You're watching SciFi4Me TV.
It is Wednesday. It is New Comics Wednesday, and the man of the hour, Jason Aaron, the writer of Marvel's brand new Star Wars #1. It hits shelves today, and you're following in the footsteps of Howard Chaykin, writing the first Marvel Star Wars. How does that feel? What are you? Have you wrapped your head around all of this yet?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, this has been in the works for like a year. I think we first had meetings with Lucasfilm a year ago, and I wrote this issue probably March or April of last year. So we've been working on it for quite a while. So yeah, the whole thing has been surreal. But at this point, I'm just really happy that the book's finally out and people can pick it up and read it for themselves.
A lot of very positive critical acclaim. A lot of the reviews have been very favorable, very good response on this. How does that feel, knowing, because this is a big deal. This is Star Wars. I mean, what were you feeling going into it? Was it just another assignment, or is it one of these, oh God, I hope I don't screw it up?
Well, sure. I feel that way with every assignment, right? Like I'm always working on stuff that's precious to me, that I grew up and loved as a kid, and stuff that's precious to a lot of fans out there. So going from working at the Marvel characters to working on Star Wars kind of opens doors to a whole bunch of different fans, a whole new group of fans, and that they're Star Wars fans who are just as passionate and devoted to Star Wars as the Marvel fans are to Marvel. So that was great. I mean, it was nervous, and that I'm stepping into kind of uncharted territory, and the whole relationship between Marvel and Lucasfilm is all new, and what we're doing now is part of an all new canon. So there's a brand new Lucas story group that's in charge of all that. So everything was kind of new, but even for all the other people involved, it was new. For me, I was just having fun, from the get-go. For me, it was just about doing the Star Wars comic that I wanted to read, that the kid inside me who grew up as a huge Star Wars fan, the book that he wanted to read. So that was my whole goal all along. I think everything you do as a writer is kind of a selfish pursuit, right? You're ultimately just writing for yourself. So I was having fun. Now, when I first got the email that we were shipping 1 million copies, like, I did get a bit nervous, where I was like, I need to go read that issue again, just because I'm going to be seeing this thing for the rest of my life.
And all the variant covers and all of the all of the extra hype that's been built around this. Now, what was the process to get you to the point where you were writing Star Wars? They came to you, or they said, "Hey, we want you to," they invited for a pitch, or what were those steps?
No, I just got a phone call from my boss, from Axel Alonso, the editor-in-chief of Marvel, and he said, "Do you want to do Star Wars?" And I said, "Yeah, I would do Star Wars." So I kind of threw my schedule into chaos for a bit, and I had to step away from some X-Men stuff that I was doing, but didn't regret it. Didn't look back for a second. It's how often do you get the chance to do a brand new Star Wars series? So yeah, there was no. He didn't have to talk me into it, that's for sure.
You mentioned the uncharted territory now with Marvel having the relationship with Lucasfilm like it does, and the story group. How much has been charted at this point? Because you mentioned this is now part of the canon. This is official storyline. So there is, however slight, the possibility that events in the movies could reference back to things that are showing up in this comic book now. How much leeway are you given when you come up with the stories? Are they telling you the plots that you need to tell, or you're going to them?
Yeah, I mean, Marvel will put together kind of an idea of this is what we would like to do, and we go to the story group, and they'll tell us yes or no. You can't use this character. How about this character? So yeah, they're the sort of guardians of all things Star Wars. They're the ones who are making sure everything lines up together, whether it's what's going to be on the big screen or what's in the comics or novels or video games. Everything's part of the same canon. But the relationship has been really smooth. I mean, it's the people from Lucasfilm know Star Wars, kind of like those of us at Marvel know comics and know the Marvel characters. So it's great to rely on their knowledge of stuff. Any question I have, they can answer. there's nothing they can't give me a definitive answer on. But yeah, I mean, it's exciting that there's so much new stuff in development, right? I mean, it's not like even if we were doing a Star Wars comic a couple of years ago, this is a different time now, and that, you know, they're not just doing one movie, they're doing a lot of movies. And you've got the new Rebels TV show, so you've got all this new Star Wars product being created all at the same time.
And it's not just one comic book now. There's three that we know about.
Right.
There's the Darth Vader title, the Princess Leia title. How much are you coordinating with those creative teams? Are they all just completely separate? Are we going to see any crossover, any reference to each other?
Yeah, they definitely all tie in together, especially my book and the Darth Vader book. You'll see a lot of direct tie-ins once Vader book starts coming out. So yeah, we want it to all feel like it's happening at the same time. It's all part of the same corner of the Star Wars universe.
How much of a challenge is it to find the voices of the characters? I mean, we've all sat and we've watched these movies for 30 years, and we've watched them over and over and over again. But as a writer, you're actually now responsible for putting words in their mouths. Are you listening to the voices in your head, the characters, or are you just writing whatever you think sounds and works for the story?
Yeah, I mean, it's it hasn't been that much of a challenge in that I think those characters are so well fleshed out. You know, I mean, I think all of us who grew up Star Wars fans, we know those characters so well. We know kind of the ins and outs of them. So the only one that was, I think, a challenge for me when I sat down was C-3PO, because he's got such a distinctive voice. But he was also the most fun to write because he's the guy who gets to insult everybody else, you know, in the book. So yeah, I mean, that the voices are already out there. Like those characters are so just so firmly established, and then the stuff we all grew up loving.
How many issues are you? Is this an indefinite run for you, or you have a specific number of issues and then you're done?
No, it's ongoing, so it's open-ended at this point. We'll just see. We'll see how long it goes.
All right, Jason Aaron, thanks very much for your time. It is Star Wars 1. It is out on shelves now, and you can find it along with the Darth Vader and the Princess Leia titles, which will be coming out a little bit later on, I think, this month.
I think Darth Vader in February and Princess Leia in March.
All right. And as always, you can find all of our material here on the YouTube channel. We're also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social media, and you can read the latest news over at SciFi4Me.com.